So how are you?
I'm doing great, ma'am. Thank you for asking. And what about you, ma'am?
I'm also fit and fine, thank you.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. So as we are meeting for the very first time, so I would like to know about you 1st.
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I would like to say thank you so much because you have given precious time me. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
let me introduce myself. My name is Sangappa. I'm connecting you from Karnataka. Right now, I'm
Okay.
residing in Bangalore because
Mm-hmm.
I'm working as a professional. And if comes to my qualification, I have done diploma. And if I talk about my hobbies, I watch YouTuber conversations most of the time because I'm learning this language, and I watch English other videos and watch a news channel and read a newspaper and story books. Yeah, that's all about me. Thanks.
Okay. So now it's really a great introduction.
Thank you, ma'am.
And you would like to know about me, or shall we skip this?
No, ma'am. Please introduce yourself.
Okay. So, hello, sir. I am Neha, as you can see on the screen, and I am connecting you from Jharkhand. Last year, I completed my graduation in English subjects, and nowadays, I am learning this language to improve my communication skills and for upcoming career growth. And apart from that, I am also learning few basic skills of computer. That's all about me.
Oh, great. Good to know you, ma'am.
Hmm.
Very
So
nice.
you are, Mhm. So you are from Karnataka, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So, do you live there with your family or just for professional work?
No, ma'am, I lead my family itself because I have married and I have
Mm-hmm.
kids. My parents are staying in my native place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think Bangalore is such a big place, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am. It's a nice,
So, mm,
always, pleasant place. And,
mhm.
we can call this city as a IT hub.
Yeah. So, since how long you are living there?
Mm, since 21 year, I have been staying here, ma'am.
Okay, it's almost 21 years.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I think you already know everything about Bangalore.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
I know each and street itself.
Okay, so how
Because
many places you visit there?
yeah, I think almost all places I have covered, ma'am. Because I have been staying here since 21 years. Many times
Mm-hmm.
want to visit my for interview purpose, and sometime I want to meet my friends and all, and
Mm-hmm.
so that's why I know, ma'am, very well.
And you know what? Nowadays, most of the people are moving to the Bangalore just because of career, just because of a job purpose. Because as you mentioned that it's IT hub, so most of the people nowadays living to the Bangalore.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, you are right, ma'am.
Okay, so apart from Bangalore, how many states or how many places you visited?
Mm, Ma'am, actually, I think uh, I around 3 to 4 states I have visited around
Mm-hmm.
Maharashtra and
Mm-hmm.
Goa and Andhra
Great.
Pradesh and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, ma'am, this much of Goa. So this much cities I have visited, ma'am, so far.
Okay, so have you ever do the conversation with Ram sir?
Yeah, sir. Yeah, ma'am, sorry. Yeah, ma'am. I think
Mm-hmm.
2 3 months itself I had
Mm-hmm.
conversation. Yeah, he was really good person. So he was
Mm-hmm.
motivating to everyone. He is motivating everyone, and
Mm-hmm.
you want to ask his conversation. You listen his conversation. So
Mm-hmm.
very nice because always he
Mhm.
doing some jokes and taking the conversation in a smooth way,
Mhm, mhm.
and you
Right. I mean, mhm.
can learn a lot from him.
Mm. I mean, I never connect with him. I mean, I tried a few times, but sometime he is busy or sometime I am indulged with my work. So till yet we are not to do any conversation. But I watch lots of conversation, like other YouTubers or other co-learners are learning from the Ramson. So he is such a nice speaker. You know, and whatever he speaks, whatever he do the conversation is in a very polite way. So I like that fact.
Yeah, yeah. I like
Mm.
his. I most of the all videos I watch, ma'am, because
Mm.
I'm very very glad to watch all those videos because
Mhm.
he's taking all the video conversations in a smooth way and speaking in polite way, and
Mhm.
sometimes we can learn a lot from him, like
Yeah,
vocabulary,
exactly. Mhm.
tricks, how to speak with people, and always
Mhm.
if you want to watch his videos, I would like to watch always his videos because I
Mhm.
learn from him itself.
Same thing. I also love to watch his videos, and most of the time, whenever I get time, I try to watch his videos.
And apart from him, ma'am, I spoke with Rajini ma'am and
Rajni ma'am.
yeah, Santa ma'am, and
Mhm.
like other Sunita Rao ma'am and
Mhm.
Jyoti ma'am. So I spoken with so many tutors and good speakers.
Mhm.
So I learned
Mhm.
from them itself, ma'am. Because before learning this language, I didn't know how to connect with people and how to speak with
Mhm.
people. I was faltering in grammatical part, but even though still I am learning because learning is
Mhm.
process. So we can't say I am proficient and I have learned lot, yeah, everything and all because this is our second language. We have to learn this, and many times we are making mistakes, but by
Yeah.
it only we are learning. So
Mhm.
whenever I get a free time, ma'am, that time I watch Rajini ma'am videos and Ram sir videos and Santa ma'am videos and Sunita
Mhm.
Ram videos, and there's so many good speakers are there. I watch, ma'am, because listening we can learn a lot from people.
Exactly. Because I don't think, I mean, for me, like, I like also reading, but to be honest, I learn a lot when I watch or when I listen something. So I learn from there a lot, if I compare to the reading.
Yes, yes, because ma'am, speaking is we can easily speak with people. If you want to
Mhm.
read, reading process is the boring process.
Yeah, little bit.
So that's why it's very simple to watch and speak with people. Listening part also very simple. We can easily watch and we can learn from that. So it's I can say it's a simple way by for learning this process.
So since how long you are doing or how long you are learning this language?
Mm, I I think for last 5 months, ma'am.
Mm.
Since five
Okay,
months,
5 months.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I have been learning this language, I mean, last 1 year, but I started interacting with people, uh, I think last year on the December month.
But you are speaking really good, ma'am. I'm really glad to hear your words, and I'm very happy to speak with you because I am easily understanding all your words. Yeah,
Thank you so much.
yeah, ma'am.
Okay, so do you have any question to ask?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yeah, you said that since 1 year you are learning, and before that,
Mhm.
how was your fluency, and what kind of obstacles did you face to learn this?
Okay, so I think I faced the same obstacle, whatever new people or not new people, new learner face. So that time I did not have any environment to speak or to do the practice. So that time I started doing the practice with myself with the help of mobile camera or sometime with the help of mirror. But gradually I improved. Gradually I become comfortable with my own self, and then I started to connect with real people or to do the real conversation.
Okay, but a little difference is there because sometimes we are speaking alone and we are shadowing
Mm-hmm.
camera or
Uh-huh.
mirror. That time we
Mm.
can't find our mistakes. If you are really speaking
Exactly.
with human beings, then only we can understand. Yes, I'm making mistakes here, and
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't speak in this way. So in this way, we can understanding. So what do you say about that, ma'am? Because
Yeah,
little.
exactly. Mm-hmm.
Mm,
See, as you mentioned before, that when you listen something, you learn or new words, new sentence structure. So yeah, when I did the practice with myself, so I don't know. I mean, um, I was not able to find out my fault or where I did the mistakes and all. But when I started doing this kind of conversation with real persons, so that time, first thing I enjoy the process of learning, that okay, I am not alone doing this kind of thing, like there are so many learners, co-learners who is learning this language. And second thing, I whenever I try to interact with anyone, so I try to observe that people, like okay, how he or she is making the sentence, or how they are pronouncing any word. So I think this will, I mean, if I say, in uh, summarize my whole year, so I can say that I learned a lot in these 2 or 3 months, if I compare to the 6 or 8 months whatever I did with my own self.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I would like to one more question, ma'am. What no? So
Mm-hmm.
many people are, like who are learning initial stage. So many
Mm-hmm.
people are, they are getting some barriers. Like, so how can I learn this language? Because, we are struggling to pronunciation is really important. Because if you
Mm-hmm.
speak in a wrong way, like, if I don't know how to pronounce some word, so it
Mm-hmm.
gives a different meaning. So how did you
Exactly.
learn that pronunciation? Because it really important for the beginners. So
Mm-hmm.
if I mispronounce it words, so it gives a different meaning.
Mm-hmm. To be honest, English is a very like a hypocrisy type of language. Here, like you write the word in other way and you pronounce that same word in other way. So listening is the one thing that you can do, that whenever you watch, or you are listening some music, or you are listening some podcast, so listen properly that how they are pronouncing their words, in like mm, like observe the way how they pronounce. So yeah, if you are observing properly, in this, like subconsciously, that how to read, how to be fluent.
Yes, yes. And
Mm-hmm.
one more, nowadays, we can use application like a Google Translate. So,
Mm-hmm.
what kind, we are hearing some words, so we can
Mm-hmm.
understand from the Google itself.
Mm-hmm.
I can say, like a homophone. So some of the, it gives us different meanings, but the sounds are same. Little bit we
Mm-hmm.
differences will be there. So if you are, making little mistakes, or wrong way, so
Mm-hmm.
it would give a different way, different meanings. So
Yeah.
that's why pronunciation is really important. So
Mm-hmm.
before talking to people, we should learn that part also, because that would be really important.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And to be honest, nowadays we have lots of things. We have Google, we have YouTube, and also nowadays we have Chat GPT. So, you can get help from there.
But ma'am, in ChatGPT we can't we can't understand that accent. So ChatGPT using American accent, we can't understand those.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's why it's better to use like Google Translate.
Google. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sounds like an Indian accent, so that would help for beginners.
Yeah, for beginners, you should use Google, and if you are lie between the intermediate or advanced, so you can go for the Chat GPT or other AI tools.
So okay, yeah, agree with you, ma'am. But one more thing I want to discuss with you:
Mm-hmm.
ChatGPT, how much is important nowadays, like in this era?
Okay, so if I talk about myself, since I am learning this language, so I use ChatGPT a lot. Every time, whenever I stuck or whenever I don't know anything, I just write down the prompt on the ChatGPT, and like whenever ChatGPT gives me the answer, I read first, and if I don't know, if I don't know the meaning of some sentences, so then I ask again, write down the simpler form of this sentence. So in this way, in a small things, I use ChatGPT a lot. And one thing that nowadays I'm doing, that I'm developing the habit of writing. So most of the time we are not whenever we write something, now that time we don't know how much mistakes we did. So after writing almost one para, I just copy that para into the Chat GPT and prompt like this, correct it and correct the grammatical mistake and everything. So yeah, in this way I'm using ChatGPT, and to be honest, you can use ChatGPT in different ways. Like in any field, whatever your needs, whatever your requirements, you can ChatGPT.
Yes, yes. Yes, ma'am. I will
Mm-hmm.
also using that ChatGPT. Sometimes I want to text someone. So many mistakes
Mm-hmm.
we have in our phrases. First,
Mm-hmm.
I will write in Google Translate. Even Google Translate, I'm making some mistakes. So again,
Mm-hmm.
I into copying and pasting in that ChatGPT. ChatGPT,
ChatGPT.
it gives correct answer where I made mistake. Everything it will
Mm-hmm.
be. So again, I am texting to people, and
Mm-hmm.
ma'am, it gives correct exact answer. Because earlier time we were using Google.
Mm-hmm.
If you are we are using Google, Google
Mm-hmm.
gives different meanings and so many contents, but ChatGPT gives exact answer.
Exactly. Okay, so as we are talking about the chat GPT, so we all know that there is, if some there is advantages of something, so there is also the disadvantages. So what do you think about disadvantages of chat GPT?
Yeah, but exactly, I don't know
Mm-hmm.
disadvantages of ChatGPT right now because I'm using ChatGPT. I am getting only advantages because
Okay.
last week, my daughter faced one like a competitive exam, like
Mm-hmm.
many found answers in ChatGPT itself. Exact answer it gave. So on that many times I want to pronounce it with people. First, I will check in ChatGPT itself. So
Mm-hmm.
then again I talk with the real people. So it
Okay.
gives a lot of help for me, and I'm a regular user of ChatGPT. But disadvantage, I don't know, ma'am. If you have any idea about, please
Okay.
give. I want to
Yeah,
know
so
about.
I am also a regular user of ChatGPT, but to be honest, it is somehow, you know, it attacks on our creativity. When there is no AI in the market, most of the time student or people, what they do, if some projects are given by their teachers, so what they do is first they google it, or maybe if they don't google it, so they go to the library, or maybe if they have books, so they read that pages or everything, and after that they just complete their project. But nowadays what they are doing, and I'm also doing, I can't say I'm not doing, I mean, if some of the assignments given are by our teachers, so just we write down the topic, and ChatGPT give the answer, whole answer. So some this is one of the advantages what I noticed, that it impacts our creativity.
Yes, yes, definitely, ma'am. I agree with you because
Mm,
earlier time what we were doing. So if assignment gives teachers, so
mm,
we were searching in the books, and we were
mm,
going to library, and we are finding many
mm,
our activities were more. But nowadays
yeah.
direct searching in ChatGPT itself,
Mm,
within start we will get answer, and we will complete our project. So this
mm,
is kind of indirectly it is losing our activities.
yeah, we are losing our creativity. But
Creativity.
nowadays, what I'm doing that, like right now, I am preparing for the cabin crew interview. So I just write down the whole questions from the YouTube, and write down first the answer by myself, and then just copy whole answer to the chat GPT, and then rephrase, or you know um, write down the prompt that check it and correct it in grammatical form. So that's how now I am thinking, no, at least I use 1% of creativity of myself.
Yes, yes, yes. Me too,
Mm,
ma'am. I'm also using the in the same way because it
mm,
would really help us. Because
mm,
otherwise we are making mistakes, and otherwise we have to go for coaching center, and somewhere we have to go and learn this. But nowadays we are learning in our hand itself. If you have a smartphone, so definitely you can learn and can
exactly.
get answer within a short
Mm,
time itself.
mm.
Yes.
Okay, so do you like this online system? Like after COVID, we all noticed that our most of the work, or most of the studies are shifted to the offline to the online thing.
Yes. Yes.
So do you like this thing?
Yeah, ma'am. One hand we can say it's a better because we
Mm,
don't you don't need to go for for example, if you are in a rural
mm,
place, if you want to learn this
mhm.
language, you need to go for cities for
It
learning.
is, yeah.
You have to
Mhm.
take. mother like a NEET, JET, JEE. If you want to take coachings, you need to go for cities. If you have a
Mhm.
smart, you can take online coaching from in your home itself. It's a really help, and simultaneously you can save your time, because if
Mhm.
you want to go for other cities, it takes at least 1 hour, 2 hour, and
Yeah.
again, if you want to come back 1 hour, 2 hour, so completely you saved 4 hours.
Hmm.
One thing is I want to notice that
Mm.
uh, if you want to take coaching from offline, it's really better, because eye contact is really important. We can directly, if you get any doubt, we can easily ask in front of a
Mhm.
directly we can ask the questions. But sometimes so we are taking online class means we have so many people are there in the group. That time
Mhm.
we can, if I want to any doubt, so for asking we are getting hesitate, and sometimes
Mhm.
so this is the disadvantage I can say.
Yeah, absolutely. Like there is advantages of online coaching, but there is one disadvantage, which is like nowadays students are, not aware or are not able to do the real interaction. And
Mm,
for being a human, it is very important to do the real interaction. You know,
yes, yes.
not only with teachers, but also from to your batchmates, to your, co-learners. So you have to do the real interaction with them, and somehow it's impact our overall character, that not character, but
Uh,
uh, I can say that nowadays children or students are becoming the introvert type of person because of the less interaction.
we are losing our some of fun, joy. Suppose if I want to
Mhm.
go to center, so all friends together we are going and doing enjoy, but we are losing
Yeah.
those from this.
Exactly. Same. I mean,
Yeah.
I enjoyed very much when I was in my school, because that time, I mean, it's almost it's before the COVID, so that time offline coachings are famous. So that time we enjoyed a lot with our friends.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Me too, ma'am.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm. Okay.
okay. Where is ma'am?
No, no, I already asked too many questions to you.
Okay.
Mhm.
Then wind up the session, ma'am.
Okay.
Any question, please ask.
Hmm?
If you have any questions, please ask me.
No, no,
Otherwise,
right now I don't have any questions.
okay. So then we can wind up the session. And
Mhm.
whenever I will get a free time, I will text you. We can
Sure,
discuss
sure.
topic, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you
Okay.
so much to connect with me.
Thank you, ma'am. It was a really nice talking to you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye, ma'am.